Doing some work on the F1 Shitty this morning, so put a new starter solenoid on there. This here's the old one. Pretty tuckered out, but I wanted to talk about a few things. First of all, just kind of show how this goes on here. It's this bolt here and this bolt here that holds it on to the truck. You've got 3 wires here. You got your cable, your positive cable for your battery. I'm not an electrician, but you got these 2 other fuckers right here. And then on this side, you got this going down to your starter. So, just kind of a word to the wise there. These are, you want it tight. You don't want it flopping around and falling off. But those little clips that are in there really aren't very high quality. So be careful not to tighten it down too much. It doesn't have to be like fucking Gorilla tight. And you don't want to strip out those little fucking clips in there that those bolts screw into. So just kind of keep that in mind. But that's pretty much how it goes on. It'll when these go bad, there's a couple of different symptoms. One, 2 things can happen, or really 2 of 2, eventually over time. Anyway, what happened to me a couple times with this was that, especially if the battery voltage starts to get low and you go to fire the truck up and you quit cranking, you let off the key, sometimes the fucking thing will just keep on cranking and cranking and cranking, and it'll get super hot and start to fucking glow, and that's no good. It's no good for your starter, it's not good for your cables, it's not good for that fucking thing, it's not good for your battery, not good for anything. The other thing is that what ended up happening eventually is that you turn the key and you just hear a click. From inside the cab, especially if you're doing this yourself, from inside the cab it's kind of hard to tell whether it's this or the starter, but there is a way to tell. Most of the time you have these 2 posts right here in the front, but not on this one. So what you can do is, and this is, a couple disclaimers here real quick. If you have a manual and say you do have a working neutral safety switch, this will fucking bypass it. And when you cross that solenoid, if you're in gear in a manual, the whole fucking vehicle will lurch forward or backward depending on what gear it's in. So keep that in mind. You can fucking crush yourself if you're not careful. But that's a good way to see whether this is bad or your starter down there is bad. A way to test it, since you can't do the screwdriver, obviously, is take a pair of jumper cables. The battery's not in it, but take a pair of jumper cables, have your battery hooked up, have your red hooked to the positive, and then the other red touch it to this. And then if your starter cranks over, your starter's good and this is bad. If it doesn't crank over when you do that, either your battery is fucking dead or you got something else wrong, most likely the starter. Another disclaimer, that will fucking shoot sparks when you do that pretty good. It's not the safest thing in the world to do. It's horrible for your jumper cables. It's bad for this fucking thing. I mean, you can do it once or twice just to get by, but I wouldn't rely on it for very often at all. On the ones where the posts are in the front and you can just touch a screwdriver to it, it's not so bad, but trying to do it with jumper cables is a bitch. Speaking of jumper cables, another way to do it, instead of hooking the positive, the red up to the positive post on the battery, you can also hook it to right here and jump it that way. Either way works. So there's that. I feel like there's something else I was gonna say, but I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah, I mentioned the neutral safety. Oh, yeah. When you do that with the jumper cables, it'll start to fucking tack weld your jumper cables to this fucking thing. And when you do finally replace it, it was kind of a bitch getting that fucking... Oh, I already threw the nut away. It was all fucked up. But it can be a bit of a trick to get the fucking nut off of here, because when you start kind of tack welding it, laying a fucking bead on this thing with the jumper cables, it fucks up the threads pretty good, and it's hard to get that nut off of there. So that's just another thing to keep in mind. It's if you just need it just to fire up to get you home or to the parts store, it's not bad. You know, you can fucking jump it like that. It's good. It'll get you going. Just keep in mind, you know, that if you're driving a stick shift, you know, a fucking manual trans, that'll bypass your neutral safety switch if it even works in your truck. A lot of the time they don't on these old Fords. So yeah, there's that, and yeah, just fucking be careful with it. Can use it to, you know, use it to fire the truck up once or twice, or if you think your starter might be bad but you don't know if it's that or the starter, give that a jump. If your starter cranks over, starter's probably still good, and it's just that's bad. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Oh, by the way, 1982 Ford F-150 300 inline 6. I'll probably have that in the title anyways. But anyway, I just figured if this helps anybody out, I thought I'd let you all know kind of how to do that, and what you can do to kind of troubleshoot and see what the fucking problem is. So anyway, thank you very much for watching.